Herb. Herb is a plant. I mean, herbs are good for everything. Herb.
We started together. Bobby was the stage manager on our second stage at Alton Baker Park in 2003. That was quite an event. It was a one-day event. I tell people Friday night, the night before, we were not ready. There was no way that we were ready or no way we were going to be able to pull it off. But nobody in their right mind would have gone forward with the idea and tried to do it. But luckily we weren't in our right mind and we did it and we pulled it off and it was incredible. So we continue that. So we're still out of our minds 10 years later, and here we are.
How you feeling? Give thanks and praises.
I have always said that the hemp industry here, the people who are doing herb, medically, spiritually, and recreationally, are the people that are the foundation of what makes everything work. You want our money, but you don't want to listen to us, you don't want to support us, you don't want to support our ideas, you don't want to support the industries that we can bring in here. So how can you complain when the solution's here and you're the ones who are choosing not to hear us? So understand, folks, you know, it is up to us. We have to work together. We have to create the vision that allows it to be. For myself, I'm telling people, you got a phone, you got a computer, send off messages to all these different people. Send off messages to Willie Nelson and Snoop Dogg, like I talked about yesterday. Not so much to come here and do a concert, because I don't know if Ken Kesey ever would get it together to have a concert that didn't cost an arm and a leg. For me, I want Willie and Snoop Dogg to come here and party with us. To be with us. You know, carry around an acoustic guitar, Snoop. Willie, just play. You know, sit down with some friends. Yeah, we got people who back them up. If they want to play, we'll put something together. But one of my simple ideas here for us in taking back our power is next year, instead of being in this little caged area, which they say, oh, you can be here and you can do what you want, don't do anything we don't want you to do, because otherwise we'll come in and take it away from you. But I would like us to have this whole park from here to Alton Baker and have different aspects of what we would like people to see happening in the different areas. For instance, this here, a 3-day, 24-hour drum circle happening at the Rose Garden. Then in the next area, we would have history, education, and showing people what we can do industrially. Going over to Alton Baker Park, we could have food and medibles. This is a perfect opportunity for us to bypass Seattle and be bigger than Seattle. The biggest Hempfest in the Northwest, making it happen. But we've got to do it. So let's all get together and do what we can to make this difference. Be kind to your brothers and sisters and the animals and the insects, the 4 directions. I mean, if we honor the 4 directions, I see blue sky over here. We've been threatened by gray clouds all day, but the gray clouds are being awesome and moving right by us. So when you appreciate everything that's happening in your life, and you are accountable for everything you do, not most of the things you do, not some of the things you do, but all the things you do, then you have input into everything that's going on around you. The Church of the Caring is the church that I belong to, and it's all about caring. It's all about doing service. We've been doing service work forever and not gotten the appreciation. Well, let's do it a little better, be more creative, not blame the other guy for not getting what we're putting out. Work harder. We'll get better results and we'll make the difference. Thank you very much.
Yeah, when I get the blues, I'm gonna buy a rocking chair. Oh, no feeling, it's feeling right now. I get the blues, I'm gonna buy me a rocking chair. Oh, when the blues overtake me, gonna rock it all out of here. You know, when I get lonely, gonna get in that telephone. Baby, when I get lonely on the phone, I'll get lonely. Don't get on the telephone all night. Ooh, right. Hey, when the blues overtake me, I'm gonna call my baby, tell her I'm on my way back home.
Name's Manny. Manny, what are you up here doing? Well, I just wanted to sit here and give a little talk. About 15 years ago, I was in a state penitentiary in Ohio. Ohio? Beautiful Ohio for an eighth of marijuana. The big criminal. But I don't really want to talk too much about marijuana, but we need to talk about hemp. And we need to talk about how hemp is going to save us as a people. We can grow our own fuel. We can produce our own rope. We can make plastics. We can make hemp concrete. We need to quit destroying our national forests and start growing hemp and making toilet paper to wipe our butt out of hemp. 1 acre of hemp will produce more annually than 1 acre of trees. It's proven fact. This is Hempfest, right? I have a bad back and I have a California doctor's recommendation to smoke marijuana.
My river's running dry. The sky it is empty. The cloud is running high.
Let's give it up, everybody, for Hemp and the festival, our panacea plant. Who would have ever guessed that the savior of mankind would be a plant? Well, hemp is that plant. The government, let me tell you something about our government. We are operating our government on a war economy. That is, we are mass murdering in other countries for oil. And we all know that our panacea plant, marijuana, brings us peace, consciousness. It brings us to a level of togetherness where we cannot see the advantage of war for any reason except to protect our own rights in our own country, on our own soil. So we should be putting together, instead of for war like the Manhattan Peace or the Manhattan Project was for World War II, how about the Manhattan Peace Project to develop the sun to run everything in this world? The sun can run our cars, heat our houses. There is nothing that the sun cannot do, right? Solar technology is already there. All we got to do is put the infrastructure in. All we got to do is make the corporate, what words can describe corporate freaking national, multinational corporations. They were not supposed to be a part of the American experiment in the first place, because what corporations do is they create monopolies. So same thing as religions do. So we're in corporate Christendom where it's a police state. We're living in a police state. We call this land of the free, but it's a police state. Between the years when John Kennedy was president in 1962 and Bush in 2002, the general population of the United States went up 50%. The prison population during that time went up 3,500%. That's a police state. We have more people in prison in this country, which has 5% of the world's total population. We've got over 25% of the world's prison population. And most of it is because of our drug war. Now, if all we got to do is make cannabis, sativa, legal, and that will bring down the drug war in total, because marijuana is the sacred tip. Without that, the drug war is nothing. The heroin addicts have remained stable in a population of less than 1 million people. The pot smokers in this country, I would estimate out of 350 million people, all the ones, if they were made to fess up, that we do smoke pot, I'll bet you it's 50% of this country, if not more. What do you think?
Doug McVeigh out of Portland, Voter Power, works with Voter Power, which has offices in Eugene, as well as Portland and Medford. And Voter Power, we've been able to use their building out on River Avenue to help propel this Hempfest, and so we gave them a sponsorship, just as gratitude for the help that their building helped with us. So, Doug McVeigh, thanks for making the trip.
Thank you, and thank everybody for being here. Fantastic. It's a beautiful day for a Hempfest. Oh yeah. Take this out. Okay, my name is Doug McVeigh. I'm the Assistant Director down at Voter Power. We are in Portland, Eugene, Medford. I've been around for quite a long time. First came out to Oregon back in 1984. Worked on the Oregon Marijuana Initiative. Met this really cool guy. Taught me the power of words. And how the words you speak can influence people. My friend Jack taught me a lot that year, and he taught me a lot the next year when we worked and got that measure on the ballot. But then again, everyone whose lives have been touched by Jack Herer remember him, and we all have stories. It's about the power of words, the majesty, the things you can do with just your voice, by just speaking out. Because that's what it's really all about. It's not just about getting together to be able to light up in front of friends. Because as much fun as it might be, the joint's not the point. This is a party with a purpose. And the purpose is to spread support for legalization of cannabis. Legalized, whether it's regulated and controlled or absolutely free like a libertarian wet dream. Whatever it might be, the point is letting people know that we are just regular people. We're a hell of a lot like them, except maybe a little braver. And a little smarter. But we don't have to rub their noses in. I've been up here in Oregon for the past couple of years. Until recently, I was running a dispensary up in Portland. Unfortunately, the U.S. Department of Justice, well, their U.S. attorney, sent out a few letters. Our landlord got one. Suddenly, I don't have a dispensary anymore. But you know, we keep on working. I still work with patients, and I still make sure those patients get taken care of every single week. Because that's just what you do. But medical, that only takes us part of the way. I have thousands of friends who would not qualify under Oregon's restrictive laws. And probably there are thousands more who are going to get screwed because they will take pain away. And you'll be stuck. If you're not dying, you don't get it. And that's just not fair. Cannabis is an herb with traditional medicinal properties. It should be treated like that. Just like St. John's wort, just like ginseng, just like all those other things. And until it is, we'll just keep on fighting. We'll just keep on showing up and keep on spreading the word. Word of legalization. Indeed. Because the power is in those words. It's all about those words. And it's all about standing up and speaking them out. Speaking truth to power. Well, actually, folks, we're the people. And the people around here have the power. So what we're doing is speaking truth to the power hungry and to the power mongers. And that is a tough thing. So be proud of yourselves. You showed up. You came out and you did this. You gave up a Sunday so that you could show your support. Yeah. Yeah, I applaud you. I've been doing this for a long time. My career is already stuck in this mode. You folks, you have a choice. And you made the step of becoming activists just by showing up to a place like this. Now, hopefully you've already registered to vote because you know Measure 80 is on the ballot this November. The Oregon Cannabis Tax Act, after years of trying, has made it to the ballot. I worked on a ballot measure in this state back in '86. We got shellacked. At the height of the drug war, with members of Congress, with the Vice President, the First Lady, and a whole bunch of other people coming out here to warn Oregon how they'd better get in line and reject our ballot measure. You'll be seeing the same thing. The feds are already doing their trip. They're already talking to your legislators. They're already talking to your city councilors and your county reps and to everybody else with influence. The feds are already campaigning against this measure. They don't have to report on their expenditures. They don't have to file with the state, but they're doing it. So it's time we do the same. Let them know that you support a change in law, because it's bloody about time. It's time for a change. It's time to pass Measure 80 down here. It's time to pass Measure 502 up in Washington State. It's time to pass whatever the heck that one is out in Colorado. Sorry, I forget the number. But just think, 3 different states voting on legalization. Amazing, isn't it? When I started doing this stuff, people thought you had to be crazy for saying the word marijuana out loud in public. But it's all right, it doesn't hurt, it's fun. Say marijuana, and it's okay. Oh, that was good, that was good. Yeah, that's not bad, that's not bad. Yeah, there you go, you're almost in the mood to chant. Could you do a chant? Could we get a chant? Can we try? Let's give it a shot. You know this one? Give me an H. That's close. That's not bad. We gotta try this one again. Hello! When I shout H, you respond. Dig? Good. Let's do it now. Give me an H. Give me an E. Give me an M. Give me a P. What's that spell? What's that spell? What's that smell? Thank you very much.
Okay, now I want to take a moment to introduce Jambalaya and I, the song from his upcoming album, Jambalaya and I and the Dreadnoughts. And he's going to tell you what reggae is about, man. Okay? So, listen. Don't just hear. Listen. Irie, Irie, Irie. Here we go. How you feeling? Yeah. Feel free to get up and dance. This is a great song to dance to. Summertime is here again, my friends, yeah. Reggae party all night long. We're gonna seal off the whole block, break it up till 3 o'clock, yeah. Gonna chant down Babylon, y'all. I said reggae is good time music. Oh yes it is. I said reggae is good time music. And I said one time is never enough. Kinda like the sunshine when the day starts to rush. Baby, then, well, sometime when your life is too rough, you can listen to my music for just the right touch. And I say, hey, Mr. DJ, won't you play me that one drop rubby-dubby ragamuffin sound? I say, hey, Mr. DJ, won't you play me that one drop rubby-dubby dancehall sound token? Reggae music, a wonderful thing. Wanna make me dance, wanna make me sing. You bring the cocoa, I'll bring the tea. Good time for you, Lord. Reggae is, yes, good time music. You see what I mean? Yeah. Reggae is good time music. Alright. Now how many people out there like to sing? Anybody out there like to sing? If you want to sing, get yourself up here and sing with me. We're going to do something. Come on up. Come on. Come on up. Let's do some singing. It's going to be real simple. Yeah. Come on up.
Yeah, thank you. We love you.
Yes, we love you. Hempfest 2012. We love you.
Honorary dreadnoughts there.
Okay, now check
Honorary
it out.
dreadnoughts.
Check it out. Here we go. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna say reggae is, and you say good time music. Can you do it? Yeah. Okay. I said reggae is good time. All right. Here we go.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I'll say reggae is, what is it? Yeah. I'll say reggae is, what is it? Come on. Good time music. All right, let's try it again. Come on, a little bit louder. I say reggae is, what is it? Yeah, come on, one more time. I said reggae is, what is it? Yeah, come on. Here we go. Say rubba-dabba-dooba-dabba-dee, rubba-dabba-dooba-dabba-dooba-dabba-dee, rubba-dabba-dooba-dabba-dooba-dabba-dee, rubba-dabba-dooba-dabba. Hey, rubba-dabba-dooba-dabba-dooba-dabba-dee, rubba-dabba-dooba-dabba-dooba-dabba-dee, rubba-dabba-dooba-dabba-dooba-dabba. Hey, dance out! I said, no, you can't deny with a smile on your face. The dreadnoughts are mashing it up in this place. Did I mention the drum and the bass? Great is no disgrace. I said, reggae is, yeah. What is it? Good time music. That's what it is. I say, reggae is. Yeah, we love you. Hey, and I'll say reggae is good time music. Yeah, that's what it is. I'll say reggae is, what is it? Yes, come on. Yeah.
Thank you. Jambalaya.
Ivory. Yeah.